you an expert, entrepreneur, or small business owner passionate about helping people through life's transitions? The Fresh Starts Expert membership is perfect for you. For just $55 per month, this dynamic membership is designed to boost your business and amplify your brand. Fresh Starts is here to provide you with business development, marketing, coaching, networking, publicity, community engagement, and more. With an SEO-optimized profile, exclusive press opportunities, and weekly co-working and business coaching sessions, you'll connect, grow, and gain visibility like never before. Are you ready to elevate your brand? We can't wait to work with you. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and become a Fresh Starts expert today.
Welcome to Simple Tips to Support Yourself, the podcast series that's here to help you master the art of adulting without losing your mind. Each episode will dive into simple, practical tips from the Fresh Starts experts on how to tackle life's daily obstacles with a little less chaos and a little more confidence. Whether it's figuring out finances, tackling that never-ending laundry pile, or even learning how to make a doctor's appointment without breaking into a cold sweat, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee and get ready to learn, laugh, and maybe even feel like you've got this whole being an adult thing under control. Let's do this together, because here at Fresh Starts, you never have to adult by yourself.
Hi, I'm Terrie Alfieri, and I am a visual storyteller. I specialize in connection photography, whether that be connection with family, a loved one, or connection with the self.
Okay, Terrie, so you are a photographer and you work with so many different clients in so many different ways, and we get this question a lot. How can I stop hating the way that I look in photos? Is it about the photos or is it about me? What is it, Terrie?
Oh my gosh. No, I hear this all the time. And my first instinct is always to go to self-love, because I feel like it's something that I know it can be like a trendy thing to say right now, but it really is at the core of how you can love your photos, is really focusing more on loving yourself. So, but that seems like such a big, task for so many of us. So to start, there are lots of other things that we can do on our journey to getting there.
You're saying that it comes from inside of us. So what are some things that we can do? Like, what's a tip that, if you're working with a client and they're just like not into the moment, what would you say to them? Just like enjoy getting their photo taken.
So this happens a lot, because I think that when you're taking photos, when you're the subject, and trust me, I hate being the subject of the photos. That's why I'm behind the camera. That what happens is I kind of have to help them to pause and collect themselves and just say, because I think that a lot of people get into their own heads and they are overthinking things. The truth is that oftentimes when I'm doing a photo shoot, whether it's with a family, a couple, or even just with someone by themselves, like trying to do an empowerment session, we have to take a minute and just breathe and just refocus on why we're doing this. And to be honest with you, a huge part of it is the preparation before we even get to the session. So I'm kind of figuring out what is going on in their heads ahead of time. And because I'm a very intuitive person and an empath, I feel like I pick up on a lot of the things that are going on in their heads. So I don't ever want to assume things, but I'm going to ask people, instead of saying, what don't you like about your appearance? I usually want to ask people, what do you love about yourself? And what's something that when you look in the mirror that it just brings you joy?
I love that.
And then a lot of times they start going on a whole tangent about all the things they don't love. And to be honest, we all have those things. And it doesn't mean that has to be the focal point of your photos. So knowing this information and having these pre-consultations beforehand, that allows me to work with them in a way that they can, I'm not trying to hide who they are, but I'm not trying to emphasize the parts of themselves that they are not comfortable with. I always coach people before the session in how to dress themselves and how to make them feel the best about themselves. And I always want people to wear things that they're really comfortable in and wear something that they're extremely confident in, that when they wear it, they're like, hell yeah, I look amazing. Instead of something that they're like picking themselves apart. And I know that this is oftentimes with women, but it happens with all people. It happens with children, you know, it happens with a lot of people. So yeah, definitely like teaching people and coaching them on how to feel comfortable and make sure they feel their best. And also to bring the focus back to, this isn't necessarily, it's more important that you feel amazing than look amazing.
Right.
Textbook amazing, you know, magazine amazing. It's so much more about you feeling confident. And to be honest with you, if you have a great experience, you will love your photos a lot more than if you just quote unquote look good. And if it's okay, I'd love to tell you a little story about something that recently happened to me. So I like to practice what I preach and be on the other side of the camera. And last year I had 2 photo sessions. I was only supposed to have one. And the first one went so poorly that I booked a second photo session with a different photographer. So my first photo session, it just really emphasized how important the experience is. The first photo session, me and my husband did with my quote unquote favorite photographer. And it was amazing. You know, they say don't meet your heroes. So we did this photo shoot and it was a horrible experience. The woman that I was working with, she just had no care in the world for us. We felt really uncomfortable with her. We felt uncomfortable, not necessarily in what we were wearing, but it was so hot out. We didn't have a great time. And I was actually crying during the photo shoot because I was so worked up. She was like, we have to shoot. We're losing the light. So I ended up not liking any of the photos that she took, including ones that I was like, I look nice in this. I hated all the pictures because it made me think of that experience. And I'm sure, I would imagine you could relate. I'm sure you've seen photos and it's just like, it brings you right back to that time. And you're like, no, I hate that. I hated that time. It's more about how you felt than how the picture actually looks.
Yeah.
And then when I actually went over to Scotland last year to take pictures of Jenny's wedding. And we booked another photographer impulsively because I was like, this is not going to be how my experience goes. This is not going to be the impression I'm left with. And to be honest with you, they could have given me one photo and I would have been thrilled because they started the photo shoot with a meditation, like a very nice, like moment together to close our eyes and breathe and just like get into the zone.
Yeah.
And it was so peaceful. And then we did this beautiful shoot. They were the kindest people. They made me feel so amazing. And if I look at the pictures objectively side by side, I don't think you would say that one was better than the other, but because I felt so loved and cared for in that experience and because I felt so good about myself and they were so encouraging, I love the pictures. So it's really, a long story short to kind of tell you that the experience is so much more important and feeling like yourself and feeling like the person who's documenting you. I mean, you're really working with an artist to document you can be so much more important than the matter of fact, like here's what a photo is.
I love that. I love that so much. So if anybody's listening to this and they're like, oh, I love her vibe, I want to work with her, what are all the different ways that people can work with you, Terrie?
So I offer all sorts of photo sessions for connection. So it's whether you want to document your family, if you want to document a big milestone in your own personal life for an empowerment session, if you have an event, it's me, but I also have a team. And we work with families and couples and individuals all over the world. So you can feel free to email or website or message me.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much, those are our specialties is really, anyone can take a picture of you smiling at the camera, but not everyone can capture your spirit and your soul. And that's really where I want to focus my energy is on this type of connection.
Amazing. And as always, you can find Terrie in the expert guide over at Fresh Starts Registry. And we love Terrie. We've worked with Terrie. She's wonderful. So please check her out. Give her a follow. Thank you so much, Terrie.
Thanks, Olivia. This was awesome.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. A Fresh Story podcast is produced by Fresh Starts Registry, the first and only platform for everything you need to begin again, from home items to Hype Team and everything in between. You can learn more and read today's show notes at afreshstory.com.
Are you a freelancer, solopreneur, writer, creative, or professional looking to achieve your goals within a supportive community? Have you found that working from home on your own gets lonely? That you're missing the accountability and community of a positive workplace environment? We understand. And we're so excited to introduce you to the Fresh Starts Collective. For just $35 per month, gain access to 6 daily offerings a week, including virtual co-working, open office hours for business coaching, accountability sessions, and networking opportunities. Enjoy expert workshops, monthly events, and an extensive content library. Connect with marketing, design, and writing professionals to brainstorm and grow together. Surround yourself with accountability, community, and growth. Elevate your journey with the Fresh Starts Collective for only $35 per month. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and join us today.